I welcome you all for today's video lecture on Cost and Management Accounting. This class is made for MBA second year and second semester students. So let us begin with the Cost and Management Accounting concepts. The standard costing and variance analysis is part of Unit 6. So in this we have three types of costing available. There are basically three types of cost available: direct cost, labor cost, and overhead cost. So under the standard costing and variance analysis, we have three models available. The first model is material cost variance. The second one is labor cost variance. The third one is overhead cost variance. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss material cost variance and its models. So in a short form, material cost variance is updated as MCV and labor cost variance is updated as LCV. Overhead cost variance is updated as overhead cost variance, OHCD. So first one, material cost variance, MCV. So in the material cost variance, there are two types of cost available. One is MPV, material price variance. The second one is material usage variance, is also called as usage or quantity. And again under the MUV, subclassification is available under the MUV. MYV, Y means yield, and MMV, M means mix here. Subsequently, we need to verify this. MCV is equal to MPV plus MUV, and we can also verify the MUV, MYV plus MMV. So first we'll start with one predefined sum. Calculate material cost variance, material price variance, material usage variance. The standard quantity specified for the production is 800 kgs. Each kg, the standard price is 8 per kg. The actual quantity is used for the production is 700 kgs and the actual price is 10 rupees per kg. With the help of this simple problem, we need to find out material cost variance, material price variance and material usage variance. So let us start with the material cost variance. So first one, material cost variance. The formula to calculate the material cost variance. First we will take standard price into standard quantity minus actual price into actual quantity. So before we solve this sum, we need to arrange the standard quantity, standard price. Similarly, actual quantity, actual price. So what is the standard quantity specified? 800 kgs. Standard price 8 rupees per kg. The actual quantity, this is actual quantity they consumed it, 700 kgs. The actual price according to the sum 10 rupees per kg. Then substitute the values in the formula to find out the material cost variance. The standard price 8 into the standard quantity 800 kgs minus the actual price 10 rupees per kg into the actual quantity 700. We are multiplying with 6400 and if you are multiplying with this, you are getting 7000. Then MCV is, usually we'll write minus 600, but in the standard costing, instead of writing additions, subtractions, plus and minus symbols, if we get the value positive, we should write F. F means favorable. And if we get the negative value, we should write A. A means adverse. F means favorable and A means adverse. So here we got the value in negative of 600 and this is a negative value, we should write A, adverse. And now coming to the material cost variance, we have two subcategories available. One is MPV, material price variance. Another one is MUV, material usage variance. This is focusing on price, so this is focusing on quantity. So the formula for material price variance, MPV, is equal to the actual quantity into, so while we are finding the variance between price, so the price variance in standard and actual. standard price minus actual price. Then coming to MUV, here standard price is multiplied with, here we should take quantity to find out the variance. We should take standard quantity and actual quantity. Then substitute the values. So what is the actual quantity according to sum? 700. According to sum, the actual quantity is 700 kgs. Is multiplied with the standard price 8 rupees, the actual price 10 rupees. Then 8 minus 10. Then 700 into, we got the minus value minus 2. So we should write as the MPV 1400, and we got negative value, we should write adverse. Then coming to MUV, we substitute the values. The standard price is 8 rupees per kg into the standard quantity according to sum. The standard quantity 800 kgs, the actual quantity is 700 kgs. 800 minus 700 kgs. Then here we got the positive value, 800 minus 700 means 100. Then we got the MUV as 800. Got the positive value, we should write favorable. Let us check the verification. Coming to verification part, so how to verify this? MCV is equal to MPV plus MUV. So we got the MCV as 600 in adverse, means negative, and we got the MPV as 1400 in negative. The MUV we got in positive. And if you verify this, 1400 is minus value, 800 is a plus value, still we are in the negative of 600. Hence it is verified, we have done the process correctly. So this is the way we need to solve the sum. And moving to the second sum. Here, what is the difference between the first sum and the second sum? The first sum is having only one product, but in the second sum we have multiple types of products available. When multiple types of products given, how to calculate MCV, MPV and even MUV? The basic concept is, when product wise information is given in the sum, we should calculate the MCV, MPV, MUV, even other components also separately. But when the material concept is given, sometimes material A, material B is given. Sometimes while manufacturing of a single product, producer uses wide variety of components of materials. So at the time we need to calculate MCV, MPV, MUV, even MMV. We need to calculate separately and we need to combine it. But in the second sum, we need not combine it and we need to show separately. For product wise information, we need to do it. So what is the second sum? So we have three products available here. Standard quantity is given, standard price given, actual quantity is given, actual price is also given. The solution for the second sum, first we will calculate material cost variance. So we do according to product wise. Product A. So what is the formula we use it? Standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity into actual price. So then substitute the values for product A. The standard quantity for the product A 1050 into the standard price given 2 rupees minus the actual quantity given 1100 is multiplied with this is about actual price actual quantity into actual price. The actual price 2.25, then if you take calculator here 1050 into 2, you are getting 2100. Is multiplied with 2.25, 2475. Here we got the negative value, the MCV minus 2100, and we got the negative value 375, which is in adverse. So coming to product B, the product B, the standard quantity $1500 is multiplied with the standard price 3.25 minus the actual quantity 1400 is multiplied with the actual price 3.50, and if you are using calculator here 1500 into 3.25, 4875 minus 1400 into 3.5, and we got 4900. The material cost variance for product B, again we have got here negative value of 25 25 is in adverse. So coming to product C, product C standard quantity 2100, standard price 3.50 minus the actual quantity 2000 is multiplied with 3.75. Then you're using calculator here again. 2100 is multiplied with 3.5, 7350 minus 2000 into 3.75, 7500. So again we got the negative value for product C. We got negative value of 150 is adverse. So this is the material cost variance of product A. This is product A and this is for product B. So the MCV for product A 375 in advance, MCV for product B 25 in adverse, and MCV for product C 150 in adverse. Then we'll calculate MPV, the material price variance. So material price variance we do for product wise again here. Product A, the formula for the material price variance is actual quantity. We should take price, standard price minus actual price. The actual quantity given in the sum. The actual quantity for the product A 1100 is multiplied with the standard price 2 rupees, the actual price 2.25. So here 1100 into, so 2 minus 2.25. So we got the negative value of 0.25 and the value we got here 1100 is multiplied with 0.25, we are getting 275, which is in adverse. And coming to product B, same, the actual quantity 1400 units into the standard price 3.25 minus the actual price 3.50. Then 1400 into 3.25 minus 3.50, again we are getting negative value of minus 0.25, and here the value we got is 350, which is in negative, we should write adverse. So coming to product C, according to the formula, the actual quantity for product C 2000 into standard price 3.50 minus actual price 3.75. So 2000 into, again we got the negative value of 0.25 and we are getting the value of 500, which is in adverse. Then this is the MPV for product A 275 in adverse, product B 350 in adverse, product C 500 in adverse. Then we'll calculate the MUV, material usage variance. Again, product wise we need to do it here. Standard price is multiplied with, usage means quantity, standard quantity minus the actual quantity. What is the standard price for the material A? 2 rupees. What is the standard quantity? 1050 units. And the actual quantity 1100. So 2 into 1050 minus 1100, and we are getting here value of, in minus again, minus 50. So we are getting the value of 100 in adverse. We are getting negative value here. Coming to product B, the standard price is 3.25. We will multiply with standard quantity 1500 minus the actual quantity 1400. Then 3.25 is multiplied with, here we got the positive value of 325. We should write favorable F. And coming to product C, the standard price 3.50 is multiplied with the product C standard quantity 2100 minus, and the actual quantity is 2000. So 3.50 is multiplied with, we got the positive value here, and the answer is 350 in favorable. So these are the MUVs for product A, 100 in adverse, 325 in favor, and 350 in favor. So let us verify here. So MCV is equal to MPV plus MUV. Product wise we will verify. First, product A. What is the MCV for product A? 375. 375 we got in adverse is equal to the MPV for product A 275 in adverse plus the MUV for product A 100 in adverse. So Here we got negative value, adverse value, here also we got adverse value. MPV is in adverse, MUV is also in adverse. So both together 375, hence it is verified. So we have done correct process. So coming to product B. So coming to product B, the MCV is 25 in adverse is equal to the MPV is for product B 350 in adverse plus the MUV for product B 325 in favor, positive value. The MPV is in negative 350 and MUV is in positive 350 minus 325, and here negative value is dominating and 25 is negative, so the answer is 25 in adverse. So hence it is also verified. So coming to product C, the MCV for product C 150 in adverse, 150 in adverse for product C, and MPV for product C 500 in adverse, and the MUV for product C 350 in favorable, positive value. So here we got MPV as a negative 500 and MUV is a positive 350, 500 minus 350 and 150. Why it is an adverse? Because MPV is a negative. So hence it is also verified. So we'll go for one more sum, the last sum for this session. The standard quantity here, material A, material B, two categories of materials given. Here we are required to calculate MCV, MPV, MUV, MYV and MMV. All categories of material cost variance we need to do here, and we need to simultaneously verify this. So this sum is a little bit different from rest of the two sums. Standard quantity, according to this sum, standard information is given for 10 kgs of output for material A and material B, quantity 4 kgs for material A, and the standard price is 6 rupees. So coming to material B, 4 kgs in units of standard quantity, and material standard price is 4 rupees. Similarly, the actual quantity consumed, 1000 kgs of output. There is a difference between the standard and actual. When we have the same quantity, then only we can apply that sum. We need to convert this. The actual consumption is 1000 kgs. This information is for only 10 kgs, and we need to convert this 1000 kgs data or 10 kgs data into 1000 kgs. Then only we can we can go for the next step. First we need to convert this data. Uniformity is required. So let us start with this third sum. So we need to create a table. Here we need to create a table. So material, Here we have two types of materials available, material A and B. This is about standard quantity in terms of units and price. So according to the sum, this is for 10 kgs. So 8 kgs here, 4 kgs, 6 rupees and 4 rupees. So this sum I'm just writing here, and actual information, actual quantity, again in terms of units, actual price 750 and 500 kgs, price 7 rupees, 5 rupees. There should be a uniformity is required because this is for 1000 kgs of output. So we need to convert this according to actual data, actual quantity. We need to convert this standard quantity because the standard quantity is given for only 10 kgs of output, but whereas actual quantity is given for 1000 kgs of output. So first we will convert it, conversion. First material A, for 1000 kgs the actual quantity is 750, right? So first we need to convert this standard quantity, right? For 10 kgs the standard quantity is 8. So we need to convert this according to 1000 kgs. For 1000 kgs it is how much? Cross multiplication, 1000 into 8 divided by 10. 10 ones are 10, 100. 100 into 10,000. So the material A, the standard quantity is 800 kgs. So coming to material B, for 4 kgs, sorry, for 10 kgs the standard quantity is 4 units. For 1000 kgs, how much? Simply 1000 kgs into 4 divided by 100. 10 ones are 10 hundreds are. So it is 400 kgs. So here we got the actual data. According to this, we need to solve the sum. First we need to calculate material wise and then we need to combine it. First we calculate material cost variance. So material A, what is the formula we use for material cost variance? Here, standard quantity into standard price minus actual quantity minus actual price. So according to the table, the standard quantity, just now we, for material A, 800 is multiplied with the standard price 6 minus the actual data is given, actual quantity consumed 750 units is multiplied with 7. Similarly for material B also we need to use this formula. You know that 400 into 4 minus the actual quantity for material B, 500 into 5. Here 4000, because 8 6 are 4800, here 4 4 are 16. This we need to combine it like this. Same. Seven 50 into 7. 5250. Here 2500. So 4800 for material A, for material B 1600, together 6400 minus 5250 plus 2500. So 0577. So 6400. This is about MCV, material cost variance. The value we got it here in negative, that is 1350 in adverse. So this is about MCV. Then coming to material MPV, material price variance. First we'll use for material A. The formula is material price variance actual quantity is multiplied with price, means you take standard price minus actual price. For actual quantity for material A, 750 into the standard price is 6 rupees, the actual price is 7 rupees. 750 into, we got in negative value of 750 in adverse. Similarly, material B, the actual quantity for material B, 500 units, is multiplied with the standard price is 4 rupees, the actual price is 5 rupees. So again we got here negative value, so therefore the value is 500 in adverse. So the total MPV is 500 plus 750, together 1250 in adverse. So let us calculate MUV, material usage variance. For material A, standard price into standard quantity minus actual quantity. Standard price for material A, 6 rupees, multiplied with standard quantity 800, the actual quantity is 750. Then 6 into, we got positive value here, 6 5s are 30 means 300, we got positive value means we should write favorable. So coming to material B, standard price for material B, 4 rupees into standard quantity is 400 minus the actual quantity for material B, 500. We got 500. So here we got 400 minus 500, we are getting negative value of 100. So the answer is 400 in adverse. If you total it, 300 is a favorable value, 400 is a negative value. The answer is here. MUV is 100 in adverse. So let us check whether we have done correct process or not. By looking at these items, to prove verification, MCV is equal to MPV plus MUV. The MCV is 1350 in adverse is equal to MPV 1250 in adverse plus the MUV is 100 in adverse. So both values we got in adverse. So 1250 is minus value, 100 is also minus value, together 1350, hence it is verified proved. We have done correct process. So next part is MUV, material usage variance. Two types of material usage variance available. One is material yield variance and material mix variance. We can also prove this, we can also verify this. Verification can be done. Verification is equal to MUV is equal to MYV plus MMV. So MYV, material usage variance for, so the formula to find out the material yield variance. Here we need to, because we have done revision, initially we converted this data like this. This is a conversion. So we are required to use this formula to find out the material yield variance. The formula is revised standard quantity minus the actual quantity. So using this formula, we are required to find out the material yield variance for both materials, material A as well as material B. So let us go back to this table. To find out the revised value, to find out the revision value, what is the ratio of material price? The material price ratio according to the actual problem. This is about actual problem. This is about standard information. First we'll write the standard information before we calculate the material yield variance. We'll write the sum here. Sum material A and material B. The values given in the sum, the standard quantity is 8. This is for 4. So to find out this revised standard quantity, first we need to find out the ratio between the actual standard quantity given in the sum. So 8:4, simply 4 ones are, 4 twos are. So 2:1 is a ratio where this 2:1 we are required to apply on this 2:1 ratio, we are required to apply on this the actual sum. Let us use calculator here. Yeah. According to the sum which is given in the actual value is 1250. This is the actual consumption for material A and B. Just now we calculated the ratio, that is 2:1. This value we are required to write here. I'll write here. The actual quantity for material A according to the sum 750 for material A and 500 for material B. You need to total this 1250, you are getting it. This is the total actual quantity for material A and B. And earlier this is a revised, we are required to find out the revised standard quantity. In order to find out that, we need to apply this value. The actual standard quantity given in the sum is 8:4. The ratio is 2:1. So to find out the revised standard quantity for RSQ for material A and material B, so what is the value of the total actual quantity is 1250 into 2 by 3. So we are getting here value of 833.33. So simply we can take it as a 833. This is 833. Then on the other hand, for the total value RS 1250 into 1 by 3, 416.66 means we can consider it as 417. These are the revised quantities for material A and B. Now we'll come back to the formula. The revised standard quantity for material A. But before that, this formula, standard price, this is a formula, standard price, here, right? Okay. For material A, to calculate the material yield variance, we use standard price is multiplied with revised standard quantity minus actual quantity. So what is the standard price in the sum? The standard price in the sum for material A, the standard price is 6 rupees. Is multiplied with the just now we calculated revised standard quantity, 417. Wait for a few minutes. There is a technical issue from my end. Yes. So the revised standard quantity according to the above calculation 833 . So here we do it. So I'll go back to the Word document. There is some technical issue from this. We are in the material usage variance. So here material yield variance, this is material mix variance. For material A, we are required to find out the material usage variance. The formula we use here, this is a revised model. Standard price is multiplied with revised standard quantity is minus actual quantity. The standard price is 6 rupees. According to the above sum, the standard quantity is 6 rupees. We calculated the revised standard quantity is 833 minus the actual quantity is 750 kgs. 6 into 833 minus 750. Here we are getting positive value. 83 is multiplied with 6. 833 minus 750 is multiplied with 6. Yeah. So according to the formula, we should take the standard quantity is 800, so we are getting 33. The value is in plus only. 198, we got positive value, right, favorable. So coming to material B, so material B standard price is multiplied with RSQ minus standard quantity. If 4 is multiplied with revised standard quantity is 417 standard quantity. 400. So got positive value of 17 into 4, 68 of favorable value, so plus 198. So finally we got a positive value of 266. The MYV is 266, so positive value favorable. So coming to MMV, material mix variance. So material mix variance here for material A, the formula is standard price is multiplied with revised standard quantity minus actual quantity. Standard price 6 rupees, the revised standard quantity is 833, the actual quantity is 750 units consumed. 750. Now if you are subtracting it, 833 minus 750, we got 83, is multiplied with 6, got 498. So we got the value in positive, we should write favorable. Coming to material B, so material B using the same formula, 4 into the revised standard quantity is 417 minus the actual quantity is 500, the actual quantity is 500, then 417 minus 500, we are getting negative value of 332 in adverse, because we got negative value here. Finally, the MMV, material mix variance, is 498 favorable value and negative value is 332, and the answer we got is 166, which is in positive favorable. So let us verify this with the MYV is 260 in favor, the MMV is 160. If the material MUV is equal to MYV plus MMV. So what is the MUV? According to the previous sum, the MUV value, the material usage value, we got the material usage variance of 100 in negative. So according to the solution, 100 in adverse. Just now we calculated MYV, and 260 which is in positive favor, and MMV, just now we calculated MMV, I think this is 266, because this is 266 and the MMV 166, which is in actually we get these negative values. MYV is in negative, adverse, and 260 is adverse value, 166 is favorable value. Hence, the MUV is verified. So in the next class, we are going to discuss labor cost variance. Thank you and all.